Superstars, what's going on? This is Coach Wood, and we have another action-packed episode, you guys, of the Weekday Huddle that we are about to get after today. We got a big topic today that's going to pertain to a lot of you young football players out there. So, welcome to the channel, you guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. You guys stopping by every day to check on Coach Wood. Come hop in the huddle, get the game plan, and then go and take it and execute. I love it. I love it, you guys. That's why we do this. So if you are a young football player, if you are a family member of a football player, a coach, or just a fan of this beautiful game, you are in the right place to be, you guys. Once again, I'm your host, Coach Wood. This is the Before You Go Pro channel, and obviously you can tell we talk football. So today we're going to get into camps, you guys. We're going to get into camps and showcases and give you guys a couple of nuggets, some things to think about that these scouts are going to be thinking about and that these college coaches are going to be thinking about when you show up to their camp, you guys. So before we get into today's topic, make sure you hit that subscribe button and also make sure that you check out the resources that we've curated for you down in the description box, you guys. But let's get into the topic of the showcases and the camps and four things, you guys, four things that these college coaches are going to be looking for sure, when you show up to their camp or their showcase. I'm getting ready to attend a camp in Northern California this week. Excited about that. There's going to be some colleges on hand. There's going to be some young men that are getting after it and competing and trying to get closer to their dreams. And whenever I can be in that type of environment, baby, that's my environment. So what are these coaches looking for, Coach? What are they looking for when they come check me out at that camp or that combine? I'm glad you asked, baby, because whether or not you have your stuff in order and in line could determine whether or not you get that scholarship offer. And for some of you young athletes, you've been going to camps, showcases. This isn't your first rodeo, but for some of you guys, this is the first rodeo, and you may be a little nervous, or you may be just wondering what to expect. You're wondering what the coaches are thinking about so you can impress them, right? So let me give you four things that you need to keep in mind when you go to this camp or this showcase. Number one, you guys, number one thing that you want to keep in mind is that there's going to be things that they get to evaluate in person that they can't fully evaluate over film. That they get more of a better read on it, you guys. And first and foremost, let's call a spade a spade. Football is a game of strength. It's a game of size. It's a game of speed. So one of the first things that they're going to be looking for, especially if you're talking about a Division I program that happens to be evaluating you, or you go to a Division I program's camp, you're at Notre Dame, you're at Clemson, you're at USC camp, first and foremost, they have to feel like your body can hold up to the pounding of college football at that level, that your speed can hold up to the speed that takes place at that level of college football, and also your strength, you guys. Now, your strength obviously is probably going to increase when you get to college, and your speed is probably going to increase as well. And your size, depending on how you're laid out and how you physically look. But they're looking at all of those things. And those are things that you can kind of get a feel for on film, but you definitely can't get a feel for it on film like you can up close and personal. So size, speed, and strength is number one, baby. I know it's kind of wrapped up into three, but it's number one. They're going to be trying to check out your athletic and physical prowess. Number two, baby, and this one is huge because a lot of athletes have shot themselves in the foot, have lost an opportunity, and didn't even know it, you guys. They didn't even know it. And you know why they lost that opportunity? Because they weren't coachable. because they weren't coachable. The beautiful thing about a camp or a showcase, especially if college coaches, recruiters are on hand, is that they're typically the ones running the drills. They're typically the ones telling you what to do. So when they tell you, hey, line up right here, run down there, and come on back, they want it exactly the way they told it to you. So if you cannot take direction, if you're talking back or you feel like you got the better solution and you're not coachable, then they're not going to go any further with you in the recruiting process. So one of the beautiful things that these coaches get to see, and they definitely are evaluating you guys, is are you coachable? Number 3, you guys, and you guys should already have this in the bag if you're attending a big time showcase or camp, is you have to be competitive. They're looking for the competitor. I cannot tell on your Hudl film if you're fully a competitor or not. You know, I want to see the guy who gets beat by the defensive lineman and gives up the sack and is pissed off, and he comes back the next play and puts that cat on his back. That's what they're looking for. They're looking for that dog mentality. You guys will not be perfect in football. You're going to come across other competitors, other ballers that are going to give you the business from time to time, especially if you play at a high level of college or professionally. But how do you bounce back? What do we see after you drop a ball? What do we see after you get beat for a touchdown? What do we see? Do we see a competitor, or do we see somebody that backtracks? Somebody that's now at the back of the line instead of the front of the line. Number 3 is they want to see a competitor. Number 4, and this is just the one that absolutely cannot happen, and I know this isn't you, but we've seen it before, and it's the athlete that quits. The athlete that quits on a play. There is no time to quit on a play. Every single rep is critical when you're at a camp or a showcase. Once again, if you are going against the best of the best at that camp or showcase, there's a high chance that you're not going to win every rep, that you will have reps that you get beat. But if you quit, nobody can help you. If you quit, a college coach will definitely not recruit you if they see you quit on a play. So you can be a linebacker and you're going against a little shifty running back and you're doing one-on-ones and he catches a great pass on you, shakes you out your boots. If you lay on that ground or if you get up and walk back to the line and you do not chase that down, there is no chance that you're getting recruited. Do not quit on a play, you guys. A matter of fact, I've seen some recruiters actually give more respect to an athlete that they saw give an extra effort after he was beat. You know, get up off the ground and try to chase somebody down. I've seen recruiters really give high praise to somebody that they saw give an extra effort to not quit, you guys. So that is the cardinal rule, is when you're at these camps and at these showcases, you never quit on a play. So that is our list of 4 things that all college coaches, recruiters are looking for when they're working with athletes at a camp or a showcase. They want to see your body and how you move, your speed, your strength. That's kind of encompassed into one lot right there. One attribute is just how are you as a beast, as a physical beast. So they want to see your body. Somebody might come and squeeze on your arm or something, see how firm you are. But they want to see your body. They want to see your speed. They want to see your strength up close and personal. They can get a little bit of that on the Hudl film, but they want to see it up close and personal. Number 2, you guys, they want to make sure that when they tell you something, that you follow through. When they give you an order, you run that play. So they want to make sure that you're coachable. We can't tell that on Hudl film, but I can tell that when I'm working with you at a showcase or a camp. Number 3, you guys, is how do you compete? How do you compete? Once again, the film doesn't really fully tell me how you compete, because today's Hudl film is all what? It's all highlights, you guys. So we need to see how you compete with live bullets. We need to see how you compete after you get beat. We want to see it live. We want to see if you're ready for the big boys at the college level, how you compete. Number 4, you guys, is if you quit. And once again, if you quit, that is the cardinal sin. That means you are eliminated from the game, baby. You are eliminated from recruiting lists across the country if college coaches see you quit in a showcase or camp. If I see you quit in a showcase or camp, what's to mean you're not going to quit on me in front of 50, 60, 70, 100,000 people on a Saturday? I can't afford that. If I'm a college coach, I'm making high 6 figures, $1 million. I can't afford bringing in a kid that I saw quit in camp or showcase. All right. So those things we want to stay away from, you guys. But those are going to be some things that these college coaches are looking for that they can't necessarily see on film. All right. So I know you guys will get after it. Hopefully this brings you value and helps you. You guys are going to kill it. Make sure you get some time to visualize too. Make sure you get some time to visualize the type of plays you want to make and the type of way that you want to show up. Because 9 times out of 10, the way that we visualize things when we get our quiet time is how we do show up when it's live time. All right. So hopefully that helps you out. Check out the resources down in the description box and then hit that subscribe button, baby. We are close to 1,000 subscribers. Coach may get on here and do a dance when we hit 1,000 subscribers, baby. So hit that subscribe button. I'm Coach Wood. I'll see you tomorrow, and I'll see you at the top.